All right, we're back in action. Okay, step 5. Set a time limit on attaining your goals. A goal without a deadline is just a wish. One more time. A goal without a deadline is just a wish, y'all. It's just a wish. Not only when to end it, but when to begin it. By putting a time limit on your goal, you automatically take it out of the realm of wishful thinking. Regardless of whether it's a week, month, or 10 years goal, a deadline gives a much-needed sense of urgency and serves as an incentive toward reaching your goal. Plan and achieve, but remember that it is better to have tried and failed than never to have tried at all. So make sure that your goals have a deadline. Number 6, write your goal down. Post it everywhere, everywhere. Post it. I'm looking all over my room at some things that I have around here everywhere. Let me see if I can pull this up here so y'all can see. Okay, behind me are just my ladies my husband gave me. But I want you to see, what it's like to come into Kimberly's office because so many people ask me. All right, back here. This right here is our tracking for our national area, Hope National Area. Who needs to go where and when we'll be done. So, woo! All right. And then, on over, our gym in July. Gym in July, our goal is to have 20 new, 20,000, and 6 DIQs getting ready to line up. Bold and gold, I have the star poster here, and the ones that I want 4 sets of these. So this is my main goal. So I have my goals everywhere. But the one that I think is most valuable to me that I have posted all over my house is this one right. See if I can get you in the picture here. Right. Do y'all see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? What about now? Okay, hold on. Let me do it this way. What about now? There we go. The National Sales Director suit. Ah! And I got the head cut off because I want my head to go there. So, my National Sales Director suit. Real quick while we're walking around the room, I'll just go ahead and do a grand tour. Behind here, I have all my ribbons I've ever won, as well as, I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is my samples. I have my samples. That is actually a shoe bag that you can get from Walmart that hangs on the back of the door. Over here, we have the, let me turn it around. Look up there at all those agreements. Ah, so exciting. Right here, we have planners and everything. Over here are all my postcards, customer profiles, sales tickets. Down here is all my packets. And then the Mac Daddy. The shelves full of product. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Shelves full. Do you see those roll-up bags ready to go for those classes? I think it's so important for you to see what my office looks like so you know how to set up your office. And yes, your director does track her goals. So I don't say anything that I would not do first. So let me get you back up here. Okay, and we'll get back to our outline here. So write your goal down. Put your written goals on several 3x5 cards and place them in prominent places. Some of the places I used to place mine are, and still are, on my refrigerator and in my room, in the mirror that I get ready in my bathroom, in my office, and even in my car. So, some places to put your goals. You want constant reminders. So one of the things that they always said is put it where you go to every single morning as soon as you wake up. Girl, that is to the refrigerator because I got to get my creamer out for my coffee. You don't want to see Kimberly before she has coffee. So that's where I kept mine. Number 7, verbally share your goals with others. Oh my goodness, tell everybody you know about your goal and when you intend to reach it. One of the things that meant the most to me about sharing my goals with others is, I'll never forget this as long as I live. I was sharing it with my little brother Bryson, who was 6 at the time, and he said, my goal is to be a Cadillac sales director. And he looked right at me and he said, Sissy, You have been tracking that Cadillac for a long time. When is it going to be here? And I was like, kind of one of those moments where you kick yourself, like, oh, maybe I should have worked a little bit harder, or, oh, maybe I should have focused a little bit more. So sharing your goals with your, I don't know if you have children or not, but if you do, share your goal with them. Make them a part of your goal. When mommy becomes a sales director, we're going to go to the beach for a week. So whatever it may be, make sure they're a part of your goal. You need to continually remind yourself of your goal. You're reselling yourself on the importance of your goal every single time you say it. So every single time you say, I am so excited about being a sales director with Mary Kay, you are selling yourself on that goal. You're making it downright difficult for you not to accomplish that goal. And that is so true, because it is so much harder to not reach a goal and not meet it whenever it's posted everywhere and everyone knows about it. It's so much easier to fail at a goal if you don't let people know. So let others hold you accountable. It's so important. Develop a plan of action. How much in sales do you need? How many classes per week do you need to hold? Where will you get those bookings? Where will you get those prospective team members? How many people must you see each week to attain your goal? How many people must you talk to each week? So these are just some things to think about in order to get a plan of action together so that you know how to approach your goal. Number 9, approach your goal with positive expectancy. Have a positive mental attitude, expect to succeed, and never doubt. And always remember Proverbs 4:25. Be careful how you think. Your life is shaped by your thoughts. So really think about that whenever you're talking about your goals and meeting your goals and how to approach them. Always approach them, And one of the things, too, that I always remember is Jeremiah 29:11. God promises us that He knows the plans He has for us to prosper, not to harm us, to give us a hope and a future. And I feel like that's one of mine because of hope. Having only positive expectations is one of the reasons why we named our future national area the Hope Area. Having only positive expectations. Because any goal that you go towards, you should always, always expect a great outcome. I always say to people, live for your future and not from your past. Because so many times, y'all, when we're setting a goal, the first thing we tend to do is we look at the goal, we see it, we see that it's doable, but this is the first thing we say to ourselves. Well, I remember last June, I didn't get that Cadillac, so I just don't know if I can do it by this coming June. I just don't know. I don't know if it can happen. And I remember, I can teach you this because I remember saying that to myself. I was that girl. And I feel like God takes you through these experiences so that I can teach you, because I know you're doing that to yourself. You may have said, oh, well, I've done Mary Kay before and I was not a success at it. Oh, well, I've tried to get people on that Listen for a Lip Gloss call, but nobody wants to do it. Ask as if you are a child. Like I said last week, ask as if you are a child. Mama, please. You know how they do. Please, Mama, give me that candy bar. I need it. I want it. I got to have it. I'm going to die without it. You know how they do. So, treat your business the same way. Develop self-motivation and self-discipline. I love you, but I am not here to blow out your fires and pump up your tires. That is not my job as your sales director. My job is to get you excited about your goals and make sure you achieve them. The bottom line is success is up to you. I remember Kelly McCarroll, one of the things that her recruiter told her, Kelly said, all right, I'll do this Mary Kay thing, but what's the catch? There has to be a catch. It just sounds too great to be true. And she said, Kelly, there's only one catch to this Mary Kay business. You. You're the catch. You decide that if I throw that ball to you, are you going to hit it back to me? or are you going to catch it and walk away? When your director throws the ball to you and says, hey, let's play. Let's do this. Let's get you to director. Let's get you to that free card. Let's get you in that red jacket. Whatever your goal may be. If you're not playing ball with her and you walk away from the game, can I tell you something? You're walking away from your goals. Not only your goals, but you're walking away from a great future for you and your family. So, develop self-motivation and self-discipline. I can only encourage you. I cannot give you the self-discipline it takes to get up each day, headache or not, eyes bloodshot or not, you having a hot hair day or not, girl. I always have my hot hair days too. But can I tell you something? It's all in your attitude. Your attitude determines your altitude. Remember, no big accomplishment happens all at one time. Life itself is a series of individual incidents and projects. To go through life successfully means setting and achieving goals, one after the other, each a little better than the former, and always strive to better than your best. Be better than your best, and always celebrate you as the star that you are at the top. So just some things to think about and really pray about whenever you're setting your goals. All right, well, let's go over your homework real quick for this week before we hit our 15-minute mark so that the next class can be in a different video. So the first thing is to study goal setting on Mary Kay and Touch underneath education. If you'll go down to Mary Kay Library, click on educational sources, and then set the pace for success, you'll see that. And I'm going to email all this out so you don't have to worry about, or excuse me, I'm going to put it on Facebook. I'd rather not email it all out just because I don't want this to circulate, because I don't have just you on my email list. I have other Mary Kay consultants that are not in our units and all this other stuff, and I want them to go to their directors whenever it comes to setting the pace for success in their business. All right, number 2, book at least 3 group selling appointments and 3 team building interviews this next week. So that's just 3 appointments and 3 team building interviews. Number 3, have at least $300 in retail sales this week. Y'all, I don't know if you've noticed yet or not, but your homework helps you work this business. Excuse me. Helps you work this business full circle. Doing it full circle. Sign at least 2 new team members this month. Strive to have them qualified. What is qualified? The initial order needs to be at least 600 wholesale or more. It's a part of your homework, guys. You know, how many do you need to share this opportunity with in order to achieve that? In order to get 2 new team members? I would say about 6 interviews, which if you did your ones that you were supposed to do last week and the ones you're supposed to do this week, this is not going to be a problem for you. So catch up on those interviews, and do not tell me that the Listen for Lip Gloss call does not work, because I don't believe you. 22 of my 24 team members that built my unit were from doing that call. So just keep that in mind whenever you are asking people to do that. 5, submit all the following to me by the week's end. This week's weekly accomplishment sheet, you can do that online, and it's actually going to go to your director instead of me, but she will let me know if you are submitting those. The second thing is the weekly plan sheet. That's just letting me know what you have for the upcoming week. You can send that in an email format. It doesn't have to be nothing fancy. Just put Monday through Friday and what you're doing each day next week. Your progress sheet. Let me pull that back out so I can show you which one that is. This here with the smiley faces on it for your faces that you do. This is your progress sheet. So make sure you turn that in. And your completed assignments sheet, just letting me know, hey, I got my 3 bookings. Hey, I got my 3 interviews. I am working on my 2 team members by the end of this month. I'm going to make it happen, y'all. We still have 2 full weeks in this July. Let's rock it out. So when you do all that, you can award yourself with $2,500, woohoo, 2,500 points, bonus points towards this. So where